Okay, so let's talk a bit then about the practical stuff, the how we've created this so far, at least, because there is more to create clearly as we get into relationship together, and then some of the practicalities around dates and times and all that stuff. So in terms of the creation of it, what I've done before in programs, and which we're bringing to this as well, is that you, as someone joining the program, your challenges and therefore your opportunities, your issues and therefore your lessons will feed into the design of the program. So rather than us coming along going, right, here it is, and in module 1 we're going to do this, and in module 2 we're going to do this, we haven't set the topics, we haven't set the themes, because part of this co-creation is that we hear from you first. You feed into us first and tell us, here's some of the stuff that's really on my mind. Here's some of the stuff that really bothers me, that I'm not happy with, that keeps me awake, that I have concerns about. All of that stuff, you tell us. And then we collect that for everybody on behalf of the group and use that to then structure the sessions as we move through in a way that makes some kind of sense in terms of that progression along the journey. And so what that means is that we're going to kind of have a theme per month. So from all that input from you, each month has a theme, and within that month, we have a conversation-based session and a constellation-based session. So the conversation one led by myself and the constellation one led by Pip, all of which is with the intention of uncovering our hidden patterns, uncovering our hidden loyalties, uncovering our hidden psychological confusions and conditioning, in order that we can see it more clearly, in order that we can fall deeper in love with all of our experience and understand why these patterns keep showing up in our lives. So both the conversation and the constellation will be inviting you to drop deeper into an exploration of yourself. Perhaps particularly to highlight the conversation isn't just let's have a nice chat over a cup of tea, which isn't wrong, like that's a really nice thing to do, but that's not the purpose of this program. This program is an invitation to go deep, and because it's only when we go deep within ourselves and understand ourselves that we can then be there for other people. We can only go as far with others as we've been willing to go for ourselves. So it is an invitation to come deep into inquiry, into understanding, into deep love, really, with everything that we're experiencing. So we have this alternating pattern with each theme for a month, a conversation and a constellation. And between our calls, we have community space. So that place to chat and ask questions and share, oh my goodness, I've just realized this, and to share, oh my goodness, I just had this experience, and as well as to go, oh my goodness, it's all going wrong, I don't know what to do with this. It's that place for everything to be brought, as well as, you know, Pip mentioned about tools or resources, or it's also going to be a place to share all of that, so that together you can go, hey, I find this thing may or may not work for you, but here it is, like it totally has helped me, so here's an offering. And of course all of our calls will be recorded, so the power is in being in community. You will absolutely get the most from this by being there on the calls, being in it, being committed to it with your fellow explorers and with us. Of course, if you can't make one or two, then that's going to happen and the recordings will be there. But I would really say this isn't a program to come and get the most of by thinking, oh, I'll just get the recordings. It is a program to come to with commitment to being within that community and being part of it, because you'll get more from it. You know, why would you not want that? Why would you not want that? So we kind of would invite wholeheartedness as you come to join us for this, because when you come with your whole heart and your full commitment, that is the rocket fuel, that is the booster power, that is the magic to transformation happening. So yes, recordings will be available, but I'd suggest that they are primarily for exceptions and primarily for I've got to watch that again because that was amazing. So yeah, so that's kind of that's the main stuff to tell you about with the program. We're going to be talking more deeply about the conversation aspect and about the constellation aspect in other videos, like Pip mentioned. So we'll be back to tell you more about those if you want to know more about those. And just to give a top line, Pip will say a bit more about this, but we're also going to run a taster course. So we want to give you a sample. We want to give you a sense of what this could be like if you come and join us. What kind of experience are you going to have? How is it going to feel? What will it be like on the other side of having been in conversation and been in constellation together? And so we're running that the 4th to the 6th of July this year. So if you want to know about that, be sure to be on my mailing list, on WildFig mailing list, subscribe to my newsletter. I'll put the link in the description. Keep an eye on us on social media, reach out to us, whatever you need to do to make sure you're in connection and knowing what's happening. But yeah, if you're interested in this, you'll really want to be in that taster course to get a sample. So yeah, do you want to say a bit more about the practical stuff, Pip?
Yeah, so as Helen said, taster course is July, and then the actual 6-month conscious parenting program will start in September. And all of the details will be on WildFig website. So we'll start on Thursday, the 7th of September. That's when we'll kick off the actual program. And all of our sessions are going to be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Which was a kind of tough decision, really, because how do you find the right time for parents to really be able to come and be present and part of a team and part of a community? We believe that hopefully we've got that about right after dinner, before bedtimes. After that, we'll meet every 2 weeks. It'll always be the Thursday evening. It'll always be 7 till 9. We'll take a bit of a break for Christmas, we'll end about 7th of December, and then we'll restart 4th of January, and we've got a few more sessions before we complete on the 22nd of February. As Helen said, the format is, we'll have session 1 will all be about introductions, building the community, understanding who is in, and a bit about ourselves and everybody who joins us. Session 2, we will have identified our first topic by coming together in session 1 and sharing all of our current challenges and focus points. Session 2 will be a conversation session about that agreed theme, and then by session 3 we'll do a constellation on the same theme, and that will be our repeating process. So we'll then have identified theme 2 and we'll go into that. So yeah, it's a really good chunk of time, I think, and my experience of running these programs with similar focus and similar size groups is that gives the group really time to connect on a level that never really diminishes again. These groups tend to have gone through such a personal transformation that they've experienced on multiple levels because of the fact that we're using conversation and constellations, that there's a real special place then in their heart for each other, and they tend to stay connected and get so much more out of it, way beyond mine and Helen's involvement, which is exactly what we want. And then, yeah, dates, just a reminder, dates for the taster course. So if you want to check in, kind of dip your toe and just test out, like, do I really want to be in a conversation group or a constellation group? Just to get an idea of what that is like. July the 4th, 5th and 6th. So that's a Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday evening, 7:30 till 8:30 p.m. And yeah, the idea is that each of those sessions will give you a little taste of what we are intending the program to be like, we can already start gathering ideas on themes as well, which is helpful for us. And then we can answer any questions that you've got.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I guess as it is a taster course, because it'll give a little sample, and it will most likely be a bigger group who do that taster course. Because when you were talking there about the group that come together, you know, we're looking at around well, maximum 15 people in that group who join this program. So it is, you know, I'm sure you've been on programs since we came into this online world. You've no doubt been in programs which are big, where you're one amongst hundreds of people. This is so not that. This is close, intimate, connected, deep. Like Pip said, you know, you will forge relationships here that will impact you and which will stay with you in powerful ways as you move forward. So and that was important to us to have that kind of close and intimate group and community, rather than a big sprawling loads of people thing. So and so for that reason, and everything that we've said already about the potential of this program to really transform your inner experience, and therefore your experience of your children, of your partner, of everybody around you in that parenting world, that parenting dynamic, we are asking for an investment of your time, of your commitment, and of your money, because all of those are part of what I said before about, you know, the you come with your whole heart, you come with your commitment. That is where the magic happens. So on the back of the taster program, the taster course, there will be a time limited early bird deal. So literally only for a couple of days. So do get on the taster course if you want to take advantage of that, because it will help you with your decision, and therefore you will know if you're a yes or a no in terms of taking up that early bird option. And then so that is going to be at £3,000 for the full 6 months, or £500 a month. So for that early bird only, the monthly payment plan is the same total amount as if you pay 3,000 up front. After that point, it's going to move to 3,300 as a one-off payment, or if you want a payment plan, it'll be £600 a month. So there is then an extra charge if you don't get it through the early bird for both the full price, and then extra again if you pay monthly. So again, the taster course and taking advantage of that early bird by knowing that you're a yes at that point is awesome from an investment of money perspective. Why would you not want that? And if that doesn't feel right for you at that time, if you want to stay connected to us a bit longer, if you want to find out more, if you want to settle into it and take your time and reflect and ask us questions, and pay the full price, then cool, then you do that. There's no right or wrong, but we want you to know the options that are available for you. So Pip, what else is there before we wrap up and say goodbye?
I think there probably are other things that we aren't really aware of. So I guess it's just to offer the opportunity for people to ask us any questions. I think, yeah, we're really excited about putting this program out there and receiving the themes and the ideas that people have got on how we can be of most service to parents. So yeah, if people have got any questions, they can email us, either of us, or message us directly, of course. And wherever we're posting this video, so on Circle or on YouTube, we'll put in the contact details. But yeah, we're happy to receive any thoughts or questions from anybody who's interested.
Yeah, wonderful. So let's leave it here, and yeah, we look forward to hearing from you with whatever you'd like to know, whatever you'd like to ask, and we're very up for having pre-conversations to all the other conversations that are available. Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Pip, for being in this with me. Lots of love.